Let me set this up for you. Hey, it's sunny out here. I am getting ready to go get a coffee and come back, and then I'm going to show you, because it's summertime, and I'm going to show you my vintage patio set from my grandmother. So excited for summer. I'm going to set that up, and I'll show you my pillows for the chair that I've added a few details to kind of zhuzh them up and make them sweet and fun. And so stay tuned. So that is the patio table and chair set. It's from probably about 1950. So my father and Aunt V and Grandma lived in Jersey City. And so this was their table and chair set in that space. And over the years, it's just traveled between my aunt's house. And then in, I think it was 2000, and correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I was on tour with a show. We were in Japan. We were supposed to go to China. And then all of a sudden there was like the avian flu or something happened in China, and they scrapped that part of the tour. So all of a sudden I needed to go home and get an apartment. So I got this apartment. It was so cute, but I needed a table and chair set, and I didn't want to spend all the money I just made trying to save money. So my mother said, use Grandma's table and chair set. And I used it as my indoor table and chair set. It was adorable, and every time someone came into the apartment, they loved it. So I would say to you, think outside the box and use the things that you have in a different way. It should have been for an outdoor space. I was in an apartment. I used it for my table and chairs, and it was wonderful. So now I have it outside. And as you could see in that video, I also had a little pitcher, and you can see the glass pitcher. You can find that same glass pitcher in a bunch of secondhand stores. It's glass on the bottom, it's sterling silver on the top, probably about $8, probably more now, but probably about $8. I picked it up. And I always throw some flowers in there, get some inexpensive fresh flowers, and particularly when you're having people over. It just elevates the look of the moment for your event, and it does not have to be expensive. Go to the grocery store, pick them up from there. So that's what I did for this space. Now let's talk about the pillows. So the pillows I bought from Home Goods. I knew I wanted something neutral with a little bit of interest, but they wouldn't sit on the backs of the chairs, so I added the ribbon detail. If you want to know how I did it, I can show you. I have two more. I showed you the second one. I showed you one of them that didn't have the ribbon detail on it, and I'll do a video of how I measured it and how I added it. And I hand sewed it. It was easier to hand sew than it was on a machine, so anybody can do it. If you want me to do a 101 on hand sewing and picking a needle and threading it and tying a knot, I will show you all of that. I did wardrobe and costuming for 30 years for Broadway shows. My grandparents were tailors, so I'm happy to give you a little bit of help and inspiration and getting started on sewing. And then you can have so much fun. So enjoy your vintage pieces in many different ways, and I'm going to keep trying to give you inspiration to get you started on sharing those pieces with people you love, and even if you just sit out here and enjoy it for yourself, which is exactly what I'm going to do. So if you want a consultation about how to use your pieces, I provide that service. Hit me up in the DM, send me a message, and we'll get started on that, okay? So until next time, let vintage charm its way into your heart and home, and have a great day.